day. Greetings. Happy holiday. Happy Kwanzaa. Feliz Navidad. Whatever you celebrating, whatever you believe in, happy holiday and Merry Christmas to you from the motivational preaching and teaching platform hosted by Mr. Red Flag himself. Now, today we'll be doing a great, terrific show. This is part of our holiday series. Listen up. Listen, we know what you did last Christmas. That's why we have created a funny show, actions during the holiday season, which landed us on a do not invite list. Now, remember, we go where we're celebrated, not tolerated. So entertaining ourselves would not be a problem this year, but these are just some of the funny irritations that our family, friends have experienced on our behalf. Now remember, it's all about fun, not about pun. So you're going to learn today. Now, get ready on your march. Get ready. Get set. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you great people today. The top 25 reasons why you have ended up on the do not invite list. Let's go. Number 25. You use up the whole roll of paper towels or napkins. I'm going to say it again. This is not your house and you use up the whole roll of paper towel or napkins. Alright, let's elaborate. First up, how much wiping do you need? Do we got to break down to you guys the wiping limit, okay? Let's break this down. If this is not your house, you do not need a handful of tissue. And you know what I mean. Because you know how we do. When we grab a piece of tissue, we're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. To us, that's one piece of tissue. And we're going to multiply that times 4. And we may take another layer. That's 5. You got 25 small, square, cubic tissues. You know how many pieces of drip we can clean up with them tissues? We need you to pay attention and we need you to imagine and realize if it's you and you're using up all the tissue, when you go to somebody else's house, you're going to stop committing that. Okay? Because that's one of the reasons that you ended up in the section of number 25 because you're using up the whole roll of tissue. All right? We ain't finished there. Next up, to you that abuse the paper towels. I'm going to repeat that. To you that abuse the paper towels. Did you buy that roll? Where do they do that at? When you go out somewhere and you notice it's that same person. Now they act like they ain't never seen paper towels a day in their life. I'm talking about every time they go to the bathroom they need a paper towel. Every time they sneeze they need a paper towel. I'm talking about every time they got a drip they need a paper towel. They combing their hair they need a paper towel. They putting some lotion on their hands they need a paper towel. By the end of the day, if you multiply the amount of squares that they use in paper towels, it's probably about 30 or 40. That is 1/4 of a roll. What's going on here? Alright? Let me tell you something. You need to get your paper towel and tissue game together. This is one of the reasons that you ended up number 25 on the do not invite list. Now, don't take it offensive because remember, we're going to go where we tolerate it. Where we celebrate it. We're not going to go where we tolerate it. And side note, to you, the paper towel abuser. You, the paper towel abuser. It is a reason that this number 25. You're using paper towels for everything. Let me give you a couple examples. You in the mirror doing your hair, whatever, fixing your earrings, etc., fixing your shirt. You need a paper towel to wipe off the mirror. You need a paper towel to wipe off the counter. You need a paper towel to cover your food. You need a paper towel to wipe the inside of the bag where you put your food at. You need a paper towel to wipe the sweat off your forehead, and you're washing your hands in a sink and you need a paper towel to dry them off. Let me tell you something today. You're going to learn today. You have passed your paper towel limit, okay? You already hit about 10 sheets. How far do you want to go? And if you abusing paper towels at the holiday party, I guarantee you the type of person that's abusing tissue, napkins, and paper towels at the job. You abusing tissue and napkins and paper towels at the social event. Heck, you the type of person that's taking tissue, napkins, and paper towels home. Let me tell you something. Don't get fired from your job for taking paper towels. Don't get fired from your job for using an abundance of tissue paper. All right? These things are essential in the world today. Save some tissue for the next person. No hands left behind, all right? No dirty hands left behind. And one of the good ways that we will be able to preserve the tissue, which does result in the trees, which goes further than that. If you would not have such a huge blueprint, because you're using up too many tissues, you're stopping up toilets, you already know what's going on. You're the type that's looking for the plunger. Every time you go to somebody's house, you need the plunger. Part of the problem is you're putting too much tissue in there. How many sheets, let me go back, do you need? 16 sheets, wiping 3 times? Come on now. You don't even use that many sheets in your own house. So I'm going to need you to get some tissue, napkin, toilet paper, elegance, lingerie about yourself. Okay? Say you're a boss. You say you're a player. You're a manager. You're a worker. You're whatever you are. Civilian, citizen, blogger, YouTuber. We need to all get our tissue game. We need to all get our paper towel game in check. All right? Let's move on. Man, I'm sorry I had to spend so much time there, but you know how I get up in here. It get hot up in here, but we do keep on all of our clothes. Number 24. This is one of the reasons that you are getting put on the do not invite list. Okay? We're going to keep it real. One of the top 25 reasons, but your reason will come in at number 24. Now, if it do not apply, please let it fly. Next up, number 24, we got more to go. You never lift the toilet seat when you come over. I'm going to say it again. You never lift the toilet seat when you come over. Let me tell you something. You did it last Christmas. That's why you ended up on this list right here. We tired of auntie going in the bathroom, unc, whoever, and the first thing they got to go through is when they sit down on the toilet, it's wet. You know how many seconds it take to lift up the toilet seat? One. Not even one. Maybe a millisecond. And if not, you need to get your aim game straight. Okay, we're going to flat out put it out there. Your aim game ain't straight and your hands are not working correct, because if your aim game not straight, you need to pick up the toilet seat. You need to respect the women. Once again, I don't know how to say it. You're making the floor wet around the toilet. Let me say it again. You're making the floor wet around the toilet, and it's unsanitary. You that's listening, you know who you is. You know if you're not flipping that toilet seat. We tired of it. That's why I had to create this list. End up at number 24. You keep it up, you're going to be barred from coming over to the crib. Because ain't nobody want to clean up any unsavory that you left down. I'm just going to say it. Because y'all sitting here acting like y'all don't want to say it. Y'all got people in y'all house that come over on the holidays. You got friends, you got family, and they act like they don't know how to lift up the toilet seat. It is unsanitary. You don't got to say it. I'm going to say it for you today on a motivational preaching and teaching platform, because too many people have told me this is a big reason they do not invite people over to their houses on the holiday. We ain't going to put no names out there. We just going to put some game out there. Game, aka knowledge about what's going on, is just said in a cooler way. Hey, I'm going to say it again. The third time. You never lift up the toilet seat. What's wrong with you? Is your vision correct? Because if you can't see, we can understand that. Is your vision correct? If you got perfect vision, how you going to have 20/20 vision? But when you're using the washroom, your vision ain't 20/20. You 20/80, 80/45, 80 at a 30 degree. What's going on? Once again, stop leaving people bathroom unsanitary, because once you leave, they got to put the cleaning on it to get the unsavory up. All right? Don't get me started up in here. Too many people telling me about that problem when they ask people to come to their house. I'm gonna voice it because this is what the people tell me. They love you. They not gonna say it, but here on a motivational preaching and teaching platform, if they got something they want to say, they can get it out to me, and we gonna get it out there. The motivational preaching and teaching team. All right. Next up, we got number 23, and please don't come for me. Okay. I don't know why, but you taking all the leftover gift wrap. You taking again all the leftover gift wrap, the tape, the pencils, the markers. You taking the staples. You taking the open packages. I don't know what you're building, what you creating, but come on, you gonna get barred and put on the do not invite list, okay? Because if you need some gift wrap, all you got to do is let everybody know that we can provide you with gift wrap. But you don't have to go around here scourging and crouching, okay? Sticky fingerlingers, we don't need that. This is a celebration, it's a holiday. So once again, why are you collecting supplies that don't belong to you, that you ain't put no cents on, no dollars on, they didn't come from your house, but they end up in your pocket, your book bag, or your carry-out bag, all right? Let's get it together, y'all. Let's get some straightening about ourselves. Let's make a new rule. Every holiday, we are not going to take all the excess gift package and wrap unless the people that bought it told us we can take it. It's not free. It's not yours. Maybe they want to recycle their own gift wrap. Maybe they want to wrap up a card for their associate at work or they boss with the same gift wrap that you took that they could be using again, that they ain't got to spend no money on. They just keep it real. People don't say these things, but they do reach out to the motivational preaching and teaching platform, and this is the stuff we're gonna get out here. That's why we create this list for you today. That's why that one ended up number 23. All right. Next up, somebody threw up in the front row plant, the fern on the front porch, and even on the back porch. And for some reason, we think it was you. Once again, this is why you ended up on the do not invite list. For some reason, every time you come over, our plants have to suffer an unsavory event. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody got time for that. You should not come over nobody's house, and if you cannot control your indulgence, you need to learn how to make it to the washroom. What you sitting there for? Don't you know when you feeling woozy, you letting it creep up on you? What's the reason for that? Let me ask y'all a question. Even in your younger days, have you ever had an event, had a social extravaganza? The next day that you go to clean up your house or whatever facility that you're at or that you work at or etc., you find cigarette butts in your plant. I just got to put it out there. Let's just go there. Cigarette butts in your plant. Tobacco wrappers, tobacco bottles, bumming. Let me ask y'all something. What the plants do to y'all? Just like we don't leave no dirty hands behind, we not going to leave no plants behind. Let me tell you something. If you disrespect our plants, you disrespect us. Those are our people. I'm going to say it again. If you disrespect our plants, you are disrespecting us. They're a part of our family. Let me school you on something. Do you know that a plant eat, breathe, and understand what's going on? Because you can talk to a plant. Let me give you some game, aka some smooth information. Do you know that a plant can hear you talking good things to them? It'll make them sprout. Do you know that a plant drinks? Do you know that a plant can have a baby? Do you know that a plant grows from a seed? Huh? So why would you disrespect that plant? Do you vomit on your younger ones? I just gotta say it. You don't. Because that's unsaving. We not having that, so we not having it with the plants. Let me tell you something. Do you take a bottle and dump it in your couch? No, you don't, because you got to sit down on your couch. So why are you dumping a bottle of liquid in a plant's home? You think it's funny, but it ain't. Let me tell you something. Grandma and them tired of that. They have to keep buying these plants. You are unsavoring they plants. I can't say it all. And it ain't fit. What them plants do you use? Huh? You got beef with them plants or something? If you cannot control Where you need to put that garbage, which is the garbage can. I don't know why you don't see this big. They got these things, right? They call garbage cans. They sit in the back of the house. They got like plastic bags too that be inside of the drawer that people keep from when they go grocery shopping. They even got this thing outside called a dumpster. You miss all this and go over there and commit an unsavory act with a plant. Okay? Once again, what did that fern do to you? Nothing. For all y'all listening, I got a problem with that. The audience got a problem with that. Your grandma got a problem with that. Well, the earth got a problem with that. Stop disrespecting the plants of this world because they do live. They are living organisms, okay? Let me tell you something. You better put some respect on them plants' name. I need you to put some respect on my fern name if you come to my residence. Don't disrespect my fern. I need you to talk good to my fern, okay? Give them a little water if you can. Throw them a little food, Give them a little sunlight and just go ahead and branch off, aka step to the side. Let my fern be great. Huh? Let my plant be great. We got little plants over here we growing. You putting bottles in the plant. Them babies. Huh? You know good and well that it is illegal for a baby to have a beverage. But you're doing it to the plants, huh? Because there ain't no laws against it. Let me tell you something. You better put some respect on my plant name. It's funny, but we serious here. Them babies, them seeds, they ain't gonna grow if you putting liquid on them. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you something. Them ain't your ops. Them are not your ops. So why are you doing that? And even your ops, you don't need to do that. You need to find some compassion and find some love. But them are not your ops. So I'm gonna need you to get this correct and do it right. Don't put liquids in plants. Don't disrespect the plants. And once again, you heard it today for the first time before the year came in on the motivational preaching and teaching platform hosted by your host with the most, Mr. Red Flag. Y'all gonna put some respect on them plants' name. Alright? You're gonna put some respect on them plants' name. I should not have to go through all that. But man, it's getting there. We funny on this show. We serious. This is a great show to tune into. So I need you to hit the like button. If you know somebody that like to hear comedic, motivational, constructive criticism with a spin, I need you to have them tune in. I'm going to say it again. That sounds smooth, don't it, y'all? What we offer is comedic, constructive criticism with a spin. So I need you to tell everybody to tune in. Not everybody got to be of age. You have to be an adult to listen to this show. We're not putting nothing out there like that, but we need to make sure that we got grown people listening. All right? So, next up. All right, let's go there. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. So every time I drop, you can get the drop. AKA, you can get the notification when I'm going to drop the show. That's the only type of drop I'm talking about. All right? We got number 21. We just begun. You think nobody's seen you, but we got these things. We got them this year. We got them in a year coming up. They had them in the 60s. They had them in the 1800s. We got these things called cameras, and this is how we knew that you threw up in the fern. Once again, stop disrespecting the house when you come over on the holidays. That's one of the reasons that you ended up on the 25 most why we do not invite you over this holiday season list. We got these things called cameras, all right? You say you ain't do it, huh? Somebody dropped food all on the front porch. You say it wasn't you. It wasn't me. The cameras don't say so. Okay, we put the footage right in your face. It's like getting fouled on your day off. We got the footage. You say you didn't bump my car on your way in. I got a dent or a scratch on my car. I got the footage. We just gonna see how long you gonna keep saying you didn't do it. Huh? We seen you take them extra plates that you did not put up. Put them in your book bag. Alright? Y'all probably like where I get the book bag from, but this is from a personal experience of somebody that we don't know if they did. They say they don't eat this type of food, but it was a big pan of food. We had a big event. Now, when they left before they went over their mate house, it was a whole bunch of food. When they left, it wasn't no food. Now, I'm not trying to say that they took the food and stuffed it in the book bag. I'm just saying they left with a book bag in some place and we don't know what happened. We ain't putting no assumption on them, but if we had cameras then, we can probably pinpoint what happened. But once again, that's where I get that from. So, and some of y'all do it. You pudding. Listen, you ain't fooling nobody. You got pieces of pie in that man bag. All right, I'm gonna say it again. Take the pieces of pie out your man bag, huh? We know you got a piece of cheesecake up in that purse. Let's just not play. Women, they love to wrap up a piece of pie, a piece of bread, a piece of biscuit. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because my mother used to do it, they old school, in a napkin. Stick it in their purse so they get home and add to something. But for right now, we need you to take that biscuit out your purse. Unc, you coming over here, Unc. When you came in, Unc, you didn't have on this big coat. I don't know where you got the coat from, Unc. Stop shopping in our closet, but okay, let's go. You left with a big coat. You got a big bag. You got some big plates. We got cameras, Unc. We gonna need you to stop taking from the celebration, because this one of the reasons last year you didn't get invited to the holiday party. Now we're gonna let you in this year, but next year you ain't gonna get invited. You will hit the do not invite list, and you can't celebrate by yourself, because remember, Unc, you gonna go with you. Celebrate it, not tolerate it. But the whole thing is, don't get put on a do not invite list, so you ain't gotta go through that situation. Okay? We got cameras. All right. You're kicking all this stuff off in front of everybody else. You're saying it wasn't you. We got cameras. We're going to need you to get something straight. Okay? Older fella, young fella, whatever. Young lady, etc. Whoever, whatever you is, boyfriend, mate, young fella, older fella, baby mama, little homie, bro, big homie, whoever, we're going to need you to get some straightening in front of this house, because every time y'all come over on the holiday season, y'all kicking off these big, extravagant, Royal Rumble, unsavory acts in front of this house. Now, the next day, we got to deal with the neighbors, and y'all getting us in trouble with the neighborhood people. We're not going to be able to throw no fifis, no AKA, no parties out of nowhere. Y'all messing up the rhythm, all right? You're going to get put on the top 25 why you should not be invited to this holiday season list. So, once again, let's just get back to subject. We got cameras. We see you. All right? You ain't getting away with nothing. I'm going to need y'all to tone it down and get some straightening. Whew. All right. Let's keep it going, y'all. Next up. And this is something that I just don't understand. Now this must be true, because this end up being number 22. Every year you agree to be the designated Santa, but you a no-show. I'm going to say it again. Every year you agree to be the designated Santa, but you a no-show. Where they do that at? Let me tell you something. Let's just break this one on down real quick, right down to the moment, right down to the fact. You got everybody waiting on you, okay? First of all, half of us, or half of y'all, half of we, half of everybody, we don't discriminate here on motivational preaching and teaching. Half of us don't live in the state where we may celebrate the holiday. So we do have to take a trip to the state wherever we're going to celebrate that holiday, all right? You got people waiting on you. You got pastors, you got aunties, you got cousins, you got great grandmothers. You got everybody waiting on you to come in for the holiday, but you were no show. And I don't know why you were no go. You got everybody upset. I'm going to say it again. You got the whole house waiting on you. The neighbors, the cab man, the Uber driver, the lady from down the street, the corner store man, everybody. But you a no-show. So what we got to do, we got to get the next closest thing to be the designated Santa. And most of the time, that's not our first choice. So now we stuck. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but we got to go with okay? Or we got to go with little nephew, okay? Or we got to go with big bro, okay? And let's just break it down. Ain't nothing against now one of them. We got Unc. What if Unc a little bit extra celebrated, okay? I'm going to say it again. What if Unc a little bit extra celebrated? And now you ain't put him on the up front, aka right in his face. We need you to be center this time because Jim not going to show. That's what I'm saying, Jim. It might be a Jim listening. That's a great name. It's nothing against you, but I'm saying, Jim, if you're supposed to be the center, you need to be there. So now we ain't put Unc on the spot. Unc tired, over celebrated. So now we gotta put Unc on the spot. So Unc tired, over celebrated, discombobulated, over calibrated, relaxation. He ain't even in the mood to be center. So now we gotta. I don't even want to go there, okay? You know we got live today, and it's gonna be front center put on live, okay? Let's just not do that. Another option, we might have our little nephew, okay? We might not have nobody else to be center, so we might have to have the nephew be center. Nephew might be a little bit too amped up, might be a little bit not amped up. Boy, I'm just gonna keep it real. He might be a little bit thugged out, no matter what color, shade, or whatever you is. Okay, the thugs come in all colors. Okay, and there's nothing against that. Just saying. All right. So here we go. We got Santa coming in. Santa, I'm talking about Santa bopping. I'm talking about Santa rocking. I'm talking about Santa just not in tune with the full Santa effect. And not saying that he may not be, but I'm saying we got to put these people on the spot. And last up but not least, we got TT. Okay, Auntie, TT, it don't matter how you break it down. Them kids know that it's not Santa. They know that's TT through that beard. They know that's TT through that outfit, okay? And she ain't even playing it off. She forgetting their names. Instead of calling them the kids' names she's supposed to call them, she calling them the correct names. And Santa not supposed to know the correct names. Instead of calling what she's supposed to call them, she ain't forgot their names. And then at the same time, TT or Auntie being Santa, she steady arguing with Unc. That's what's throwing the whole situation off. That's why they know that's Unc and Unc. No matter how you, I mean not Unc. That's how they know that's Unc and Auntie. No matter how you wasting, they know that's ain't. That's how they know that's Unc and Auntie. No matter how you switch the situation, they know that this is not the correct celebration. The kids are smart. They know. So if you supposed to be the designated Santa, we need you to be here. And even inside of that, you got to think about the other side of that. What if Unc not there, nephew not there, Auntie not there? It ain't no Santa. So we waiting on you to come in. The audience waiting on you to come in. The auntie waiting on you to come in. It could be your pastor waiting on you to come in. But you the designated Santa and you a no show, no go. So there we go. Christmas with no Santa. Huh? Well, I'm going to need you to get it together. That's why we create the top 25 reasons why you will end up on the no invite list. All right. Next up, let's keep it going. Righty. Number 20. You love to do a taste test right out of the pot that we cooking in. I'm going to say this one again. You love to do a taste test right out of the pot that we cooking in. Have you ever been somewhere and everybody, I'm talking about one time in your life, you've been at some type of event and you got this one person, they always go in that drawer, get that fork out, take that fork, put it in that pot, take a piece of that meat or whatever they tasting. They had a nerve to try to eat it. Okay, let me tell you something. Nobody wants your sloppy dropping in your sloppy pockets. Okay, this is not that. We don't get down like that. Let me tell you something. Stuff like that gonna get you put on the invite list. I need you to keep it together. Once again, if you invited to somebody's house, the proper thing for you would not to do is to take a fork out the drawer, take it in a pot and eat right over the stove. That's unsanitary and that's unsavory, and we would not be accepting that here on the Motivation Preaching and Teaching platform. Okay? Now, we don't want y'all to get mad at anybody because a lot of this information that we are going over came from your own family members and also came from people that you know, friends, which created this element and incident of you being put on a do not invite list. Now, once again, remember, we're gonna have a good time by ourselves, but we just creating a show for everybody to have some time with. Once again, if you like what you're hearing, I want you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. Remember, we don't have to go viral, but we can go spiral. All right? Next up, number 19. You're going in the food before the guests get here, before the guests arrive. All right? You're messing up the aura. I'm going to say this one again. You're going in the food. You're peeling back the aluminum foil. You're not covering up the food. You're peeling off the sides before the guests arrive. Once again, that is a no-go, and you're going to perform like that. You need to say it again. Your pie cutting skills are off. Half of the time we got one pie, we got two pie, we got three pies, but you're taking two pies, you're taking 1 1/4, you're leaving it 1/4 and taking it 3/4, but you're doing it 3 times multiplied by 3 pies. What's going on in your life? Your pie cutting skills are incorrect. If you add all them pies up, you ain't accumulated over 2.5 to 3 pies. You just as good as a person that's clipping them pies. I'll say it again. You ain't no different than a person that's clipping them pies. I'm gonna need you to get your pie cutting skills in order. If not, you gonna stay on the do not invite list. Next up, you still with the team? Because we going right next up to number 19. Going in the food before the guests get there. I'm going to say that one again. Going in the food before the guests get there. Let me ask y'all a question. Have you been ever somewhere relaxing, having a good time at a family or friend event? You always got somebody going in the food before it's done, before the food even get finished, before the food get to the table. They already in the pot. They already at the stove. They already digging. And they ain't even wash their hands. That's the whole thing. You already at the pot. You already at the drop. This ain't even your stop. This ain't your crib. You need to learn how to. Number 17. And we ain't going to even be mean. But we're going to go ahead and go there. You're digging in the food. You're digging in the food. All right. Let me break this down. You might be asking, what you talking about, Mr. Red Flag? All righty. You got a whole pan of food. For some reason, some of y'all, some of us, some of them, and even sometimes me, we love for some reason to get that macaroni, okay, off the side of that pan. I'm going to say it again. We love to get the macaroni from the side of the pan. Okay, that's cool. Then you got somebody else that come in, and for some reason they want to fiddle always in the middle. I'm gonna say it again. They want to fiddle always in the middle. Just think about it. You got a rectangle, right? You ain't cut from the left side. You cut from the right side. Okay. You ain't took 2 slices. Alrighty. You left with like a little T-structure. All right. Next person come in, they grab the next left piece. The next person come in, they grab the next right piece. Okay. What you left with? All right. We still got a middle and we still got a bottom half, right? So we got an upside down T. Here comes some person that love fiddle in the middle. Instead of cutting on the angle like the triangle need to go, they want to cut in the middle of the macaroni. Now the macaroni collapsing like a stack of bricks that's falling down. Listen here, we ain't from that part of town. We want our food to look good because it's supposed to taste good. So I'm going to tell you again, if you're one of them people that love to fiddle in the middle, I'm going to need you to stop digging in the food. All right. And it don't stop there. Okay. Potato salad. Okay. Let's just bring it up. Potato salad. Some of y'all not respecting the rules of the potato salad. All right. Let me elaborate. You might be asking, what does it mean? First of all, before you go digging and you want to fiddle in the middle of the potato salad, you need to make sure that you know the texture of the potato salad, okay? They come in 3 different textures, all right? We got one that may be a little bit dripping and a little bit slippy, all right? Slippery, drippery, whatever you want to call it. Next up, we got the clumped up, lumped up potato salad, all right? Next up, we got the whip, all right? We got the whip. Now, I'm not saying that any one of these potato salads are better than the other one. We just got three different styles that some people may make. Now, here we go with the digging in the food. You ain't paying no attention to the potato salad texture, all right? This is the clump lump. Rule clump lump. If you got the clump lump, you need to make sure that you cutting a small square from the side and you're going to go across in the round, all right? If you dig in the middle of the clump lump, the rest of that potato salad gonna fall down once again like a stack of bricks. And I just told you we don't get down like that in this side of town. Alrighty, next up, we got the whip. You want to skim potato salad off the top because you want the egg. I'm gonna say it again. You want to skim potato salad off the top because you want the egg. Once again, you're digging in the food, and that's not cool. Then we're going to bring in the intermediate. The lumpy but clumpy with a little whip and a little soupy goopy. Okay? It's got something for everybody, all right? You know well not to dig in that potato salad because once you take a chunk out the middle, the rest of it is going to start to collapse and get smooth over here. So now you got the potato salad looking terrible. I'm going to say it again. If you digging in the food and you want to fiddle in the middle, you need to make your own food. All right? Because it's just not fair. I don't want to walk up and see an ugly pan of food. I'm going to say it again. I do not want to walk up and get my food in the pan. Food is ugly. I'm talking about the potato salad been turned over, the spaghetti been switched around, the meat been put in different angles and different sections of the pot. That's not how we get down here at Block. I'm going to need you to get some straight. All right? That's one of the reasons that you ended up on the top 25 reasons why you do not have a holiday invite this year. All right? Next up, number 16. All right? Stealing pies. Let's go there. Stealing pies. What does it mean? Okay. You're taking pies. When we first started cooking, it was 8 pies, all right? When you leave, we got 4. Nobody ate no pies already. Where them pies going? I'm going to need you to take those pies out that book bag, all righty? I'm going to need you to take them pies from mixed up between them plates, okay? Let me tell y'all something. That's why we're going to get the clip bags. We know what's going on. You taking them pies home. All them plates in your bag are not plates. That's why I said we need to get a plate ambassador. Standing right there. Auntie. So every time you come through, she can look in that bag and see if you got a pie or not. Or she'll let you know if you over your plate limit, or she'll let you know if you got too much. Because once again, everybody got a different selection or a different way they like to build their plates. But you got to have respect for the other people. So that's why that made number 16. If you're stealing pies, it go a lot of different ways. Now you may be, what is another way that someone may steal the pies? I think I elaborated on that a little bit earlier. Your pie cutting skills are off. Alright? You cutting in the pie. You cutting a piece on 4th, right? But what I'm noticing is you're taking a 3/4, and you're leaving it 1/4. You are taking 3/4 of that pie and you leaving 1/4 of that pie. Why? Your pie cutting skills are off. That's still considered stealing the pie. All right. And since we there, we might as well go there. You, them, they. Once again, I gotta go there. Maybe even me. We cutting half of the pie pan, okay? I'm going to say it again. We cutting half of the pie pan. We taking away from 3 people or maybe 2. Because a pie could be cutting 4, a pie could be cutting 8. But if we taking half of the pie pan, you got to think about it. You got 4 pieces. I'm looking at a pan right now. If you cut half of the pie pan, you got two pieces if they big pieces. If you cut half of the pie pan and you take the whole half, what you got left, number one, that is not enough to feed these guests. So, even though we're going to go through it, I want you to understand what I'm saying. You need to get some respect for yourself at the holiday party. This is one of the reasons that your people will invite you over. Next up, we got number 15. You excessively use every dish in the sink when you come over to cook, but you don't wash dishes. You use everything in the sink when you come over to cook, but you won't wash dishes. You using the pans. You using the forks. You using the spoons. You even using the measuring cups. You using the can opener. You using the cheese shredder. Like, come on, you don't even do this at your own house. If you're going to use all these tools, you need to make sure that you keep it cool and keep a little cleaning on them tools. I mean, we ain't trying to put nobody out like that, but we got to keep it real. This is one of the reasons that you may end up on the do not invite list. Now, remember, y'all, it's all fun. It's not fun. The purpose of this show is to enlighten people about some of the red flags that they are committing, but also the purpose of this show is people know there are ways that they can fix those red flags because we do want them to become correct. Remember, it ain't all about a red flag, but a red flag is just something that you commit. You want to commit a white flag, which means you want to clean up that red flag and get back to that element that you need to be. And the first way of taking care of that, you may not believe me, is working on yourself. And if you work on your habits and your manners when you're out at a social events, you'll get everything back in focus. That's just one step, and it's a couple of more steps that you got to do. But it's a way. All right. Number 14. Let's just go there. You put your clothes on in the bathroom, but you left the floor wet. I'm talking about wigs coming off. I'm talking about keys flying in the air. I'm talking about people falling, they slipping, they dipping, and this is just not what it's about. This is the holiday party. That right there will get you put on the do not promote list, all right? People up in here got hip bones. They got hip surgeries, okay? Some people ain't got no surgery. Some people got a surgery. They want to keep their body right and keep their body tight. You ain't helping with the water on the floor. And if you going to put clothes on in somebody's house, the first thing you need to do is always, when you first get up out that shower, is wipe that water up off that floor. If you can't do that, you might as well go up out that door because we don't need you here. All right? You laughing, but I'm telling you once again, this list comes from people that you know. These are not people that don't know you. These are friends and families. I said it's just for fun. It's not for pun. So we just want to make sure that we get these out so that way we can have a little bit of fun. And remember, it's all about being celebrated. So it don't matter if you're not there. You can celebrate by yourself. And you can have your own list of red flags that people need not to commit when they're celebrating at your home. You become the leader. You become the boss. But until then, we just going to put it out there and have some fun with it. All right? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. Next up, we got number 13. Every time you come, only you don't take off your shoes. I'm going to say it again. Every time you come, not just you don't take off your shoes. So you know what you're doing? You're tracking up the flow, and we ain't got time for that here. I'm talking about we just got the floor clean. We call it out the cleaning company. It's like you just don't respect our carpet. It's like you saying, screw our carpet, bro. You up in here with your big boots with the big buckle. You ain't got no respect for the carpet. Tracks from the front door to the back door. Everybody look around. And you swear it wasn't you. Bro, sis, auntie, uncle, father-in-law, business partner, pastor, whoever. We can see the mud on your shoe. You see what I'm saying? You come over to people's house, make sure that you got enough decency to wipe your shoes off at the door. Because if you don't wipe your shoes off at that door, believe me, you will end up on the holiday do not invite list. All right? We know it was you. Once again, we got these things. I told you, they're in the corner. They got a light on. They blink. They for emergencies. They call cameras. Don't make us roll this camera back up on. Don't make us roll this camera back because we might catch you stealing boxes, paper clip, pens, over tissue paper, etc. And we're not trying to do that. So, once again, if you don't want to end up on the do not invite list, I'm going to need you to get it together. All right? So, when you come over, especially you, I'm going to need you to make sure that you don't got dirt on the bottom of your shoes. All right? Next up, number 12. Foot odor. I'm going to say it again. Foot odor. Funky meat, funky seat. We don't need that. All right? If your feet stink, you need to make sure you sanitize those feet before you come to the holiday party. Because this right here is going to get you barred from the holiday party. Okay? You got the whole house smelling like chillings. Ain't no chillings even cooking up in here. We don't even eat chillings. You got the whole house smelling like chillings. Chillings coming from your feet. All right, you know how we do it here. Next on the category, we got number 10, relationship problems. Oh no, you already know this is a no-go or no-show. This is not a talk show. We're not saying that you can't make to the party, holiday event, or extravaganza. But what we saying is you and your mate need to keep them problems at home. Y'all need to settle them events when you guys are alone. Auntie don't want to hear you arguing. Uncle don't want to hear you arguing. You're amping up little nephew and them. Come on now. You already know what you're doing when you bring them problems over here. You guys can't get along? Let's say it together. We all need to stay at home. Because ain't nobody better than another one. I'm going to say it again. If you guys cannot get along, let's say it just like everybody else, we might as well stay ours at home. Because you're going to save everybody a headache. You got to think about it. We trying to have a good time. Everybody singing celebration songs. We got the Silent Night playing. And here you and your mate go, y'all arguing, y'all fighting. People got to break y'all up. Y'all making people uncomfortable. You're knocking over the potato salad. You're knocking over the tables. They got the, you're knocking over the kids' table. Let's just keep it real. You're knocking over the kids' table. You're knocking over plates. You guys fighting. You guys arguing. People got to grab you, break you apart. We ain't got no time for this. I already told you, we don't do that over here. And we ain't about that life. AKA, we ain't about getting into it and having an unseen time when we're supposed to be enjoying each other. So once again, number 10, relationship problems. If you guys can't keep it together, you need to stay home alone in this type of weather. Because this is the holiday. All right? This is not your day. You can solve them problems at home, okay? This is not a talk show. This is not a podcast. We are not your psychologist. This is not Royal Rumble. We are here to have a good time. Ain't nothing but love and hugs, okay? Love and hugs. That's all we accept, all right? Next up, rhetoric, okay? Once again, ain't nobody asked you to come over here with your rhetoric, your federic, whatever you want to call it. Keep it to yourself. Now, one thing at the Motivational Preaching and Teaching platform, we do understand that you guys have your own belief. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're not here to judge. We just here to love, okay? But at the same time, you need to leave your fact-checking, your historical history, your whatever you got going on, leave that at home on your own time to do with your own crew. Because here the kids are waiting on Santa Claus, okay? Because when I was little, man's got spoiled, all right? I believe in Santa Claus, I'm going to keep it real, until an older age. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to have some belief. But then here go these people I know. Oh, you know Santa Claus didn't get you that. You know your parents brought that. Like, check it out, man. Whatever y'all going through in y'all life, that's what y'all going through. But let us have our Christmas belief over here. So that's what I'm saying. Your rhetoric, your historical facts, your fact-checking, leave it at home. You are not the news. And even if you are, this is your time off to enjoy your family, okay? Don't come over here with your holiday rhetoric. Stop messing up these kids' dreams. If that's what you believe, hold it to yourself, absorb it, and love it. But remember, that's what you believe. That ain't what everybody believes. Let the kids learn on their own about this life. Stop implanting stuff in their mind. And that's just how I'm leaving. And this ain't coming from me. This coming from a lot of people you know, your friends, your families. They just not going to say nothing because they love you, but they voice their opinion to the motivational preaching and teaching platform. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to put the voice on the air so you guys can hear it. So they can hear it, so they can know what's going on. And they can figure out why they're not invited to the holiday party, event, whatever you want to call it, extravaganza. All right. Next up, we're going to keep them going. We got number 7, all right? And I just said this. It go right with each other. Telling the kids there's no Santa, all right? Let me just hit this again. You grew up not knowing it was a Santa. Okay, understandable. If the people you was around told you they bought you gifts, that's still cool. But you can't say that there's not a person that can get somebody a gift that they would not know. That could be Santa. It could be somebody at their parents' job that brought them a gift. They may not want them to say that they bought the gift. So they tell the kids that Santa brought it. But you know what I'm saying? Keep the enjoyment going. Don't be a party pooper. Don't be a party blooper. Because what's going to happen, you keep on killing. Excuse me. What's going to happen is you keep on putting these unsavory thoughts in the minds of these kids. We're going to bar you from the holiday events, all right? You can keep your fact checking over there. I just told you. Next up, we're going to keep going. We got number 6. Got to go there. You never bring a grab bag gift. I'm going to say it again. You never bring a grab bag gift. Those 2 words are very simple. Grab bag, which means that, you know what they mean. You're going to pick a name. You're going to buy them a gift, right? You're going to receive a gift from the opposite name that you pick. It may not be the name that you pick, right? So what happens if you don't bring your gift? Somebody's short. Once again, if you keep on coming up in here, acting like you don't understand how the grab bag works, we're going to have to bar you from the holiday events, festivities. We're going to escort you, uninvite you, put you on the holiday do not social events attend list, because that's where you belong. Because you've been doing this for too many years. If you have not brought your grab bag year this year, I guarantee you didn't get your grab bag gift last year, and I guarantee you didn't get it the gift before that. You are a non-grab bag participator, and we've had enough, okay? Don't come for me. This comes from your friends, your family, associate, partner, bros, etc. However you want to take it, however you want to do this cake, however you want to make it, you're going to have to accept this. You don't know how to participate in the grab bag, and once again, we may have to grab you and escort you outside and invite you, because you're not participating and respecting the holiday season, okay? It's a shame that we got to take it. It's a shame that every time your name called, you accept this nice, beautiful, expensive gift. You make sure you gotta get your gift. But when that person name call and they know you supposed to have a gift, you don't say nothing. And you're sitting over there and you don't say nothing. And you're sitting over, you don't say anything. And you're sitting over there in the corner like ain't nobody know what's going on. You got your head down, you got your head down, you got your frown, you got it all, whatever you got going on. We know it's you. All right. You do it every year. If you continue to not respect the grab bag, I'm talking to you. If you are a non-grab bag participator, you will be included in the 25 best do not come to the holiday event list. Now remember, ain't nothing wrong with celebrating by yourself, because you can get your own celebration going. You can have your own what not to do at your household list, all right? But that's what we're trying to get you to see. It ain't all about just a red flag. You can get it together. Help yourself, help yourself. This year, before the holiday comes, I want everybody on here, if you involved in the grab bag, to get that grab bag. All right? Get that gift. Stop leaving people behind. No gift left behind. All right? Say it with me. No grab bag gift left behind. And I'm talking to you. Yeah, you listening, because you know it's you. I'm not talking to the people that don't do what you do. If it don't apply, please let it fly. Here, the motivational, preaching, and teaching platform with Mr. Red Flag. I want you guys, 22. I want you guys to hit the like button, I want you guys to hit the, I call it the care button, the share button. I want you guys to subscribe, hit the notify. Have a good time here on the Motivation, Teaching, and Preaching platform. Next up, we got number 5. You criticizing everybody gift. All right? I'm going to say it again. You criticizing everybody gift. Who made you the gift ambassador? And if you are the gift ambassador, you're going to appreciate every gift that go around. You're not going to criticize no gifts over here. We ain't about that life. Who made you the gift genie? Huh? You criticizing people's gift. Maybe this person didn't have enough money to give what they wanted to give to this person. But what you got to realize with a gift is the thought that counts. Huh? Just because they got some pens, some paper, a notebook, you want to walk around and criticize that. Let me tell you something, listener. I like notebooks. I write. I love pens. I lose them. They run out of ink. I like paper clips. So what I'm trying to say, it really don't matter what type of gift that you get, as long as that gift is in the presence of the bonjour or the vice or the business or project that I'm trying to get going, escalate, elevate, you need to respect what's going on here. Okay? Once again, if you're not invited, this may be one of the reasons you're not invited. You a gift criticizer, all right? People put a lot of thought in gifts. And the first thing you do is come in and criticize somebody's gift. How you know that person don't like that gift? What you need to do is make sure that your gift is up to par. And if it is, just respect the game, a.k.a. how it's going over here. You got to put that definition out there for that. You can't just put words out and people don't know what they're saying. All right? But more of the story is, don't be a gift. The more of the story is, don't be a gift criticizer. Okay? Because if you keep it up, you're gonna be at home and you're gonna be a sympathizer. We're not gonna sympathize. Because to come around us, you need to respect us. That's why I got this list out here. That's why this list shows some of the reasons that we don't get invited to different events. Now, like I said again, don't feel no shame. Because there's people that may not invite me to certain events because of certain things that I do. But what I learned how to do, and I want you to do this today, from now on, forever, yesterday, eternity. Love yourself. Celebrate by yourself. Let me tell you something. I will get me a simple, small pine treat. Make me a little bitty old dinner. Get me a nice beverage. You know what I'm saying? Some orange juice or something. And have me a good old time. And I will buy myself a gift. Because if you don't want to celebrate with me, I'm going to celebrate with myself. Because this time, I'm going to tolerate myself and I'm going to celebrate myself. Because I am the one. And that's what I want you to know. But I don't want you to get mad at your family if they're not inviting you to the events. I just want you to realize that you may have committed one of these things on this platform. That's why I'm putting it out there. So you just basically need to take a listen. During the holidays, after the holidays, next year, this year, all the time. So you can know how you need to keep it in order for the holiday. All right? We shall keep going. Next up, number 4. You want an expensive gift, but you buy a cheap gift. I'm going to say it again. You want an expensive gift, but you buy a cheap gift. You know who you are. And if it don't apply, let it fly. You know who you are. You want the best gift. You want the new game. You want the new computer. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you on your elevation and you really trying to do that, it's a group of people in here that think that we should do. If we family and friends is put money together and get you what you want, because there's 30 people in here. Okay, but guess what? When it comes to our gift, you get the cheapest thing, and it basically be, we talking to the people that get these gifts that ain't thoughtful. They just done pick something up. When I say pick something up on your way, I don't mean just pick up anything and keep going. I mean put some thought into it. Think what your people like. Think about what they do, but don't get the cheapest gift just because you get it and give it to them and expect them to be happy when you just received this $400, $500, $600, $700 gift. You know who you are. I have to put it out there. Let me tell you something. This platform is about the truth, and if you don't like the truth, I don't know what to tell you. Don't come for us. These come from people that you know. Your friends, your family, your associates. We voice them out through the motivational Christian teaching platform because we want everybody to know if they're doing anything wrong, there's always a way to get it together. It ain't always about fun. Remember, it's about the fun. That's why you can have fun and learn about what's going on with some constructive criticism, and you can get it together. Because once again, even you listening, the no gift giver, the no gift taker, the cheap gift buyer, you're still a great person, all right? You're still a great person because if you're at this event, we love you. And if you ain't at this event, we love you. We just need you to get some straightening. So just listen to the show. Have a good time. That's what we say. All right? And let's keep going. Number 3. You don't like Christmas. I'm going to say it again. That's why you're over here with the rhetoric. You don't like Christmas. Guess what? You know the perfect way to not like Christmas is in your own home alone. Don't come over here with that. We got a celebration going on. I ain't told you before. We celebration. Everybody having a good time. Let's go. But here you come in the door with this rhetoric. You got an attitude. You don't like the holiday. But why did you come? Don't bring that Scrooge filling up in here. Because if you won't, you know we family and friends. And we can take you back down memory lane so you can remember where you were and where you have became. Don't get above your bridges. Don't burn your bridges. Don't think you better than the ground that you walk upon. Don't come up in here with this attitude because before you was the person that you were just like all of us. We'll take you back. You need us to tell you about 3 times in your life when we help you. You need us to bring 3 times in this family and friend setting where there has been some traumatic unsavory. You want to go back? You want to do the Christmas Carol? We'll take you there. And guess what? We'll have Auntie Carol do it. Don't play with us. I'm going to tell you something. You don't like Christmas, you're going to learn today because you're here for a reason. You say you don't like Christmas, but you like the Christmas atmosphere. I think you do. I ain't saying that you don't have to have your beliefs. You can still believe in what you believe in, but right now this is a celebration. Everybody have a good time. Let's go. Don't come up in here with that rhetoric. And once again, what we going to do this year? When our family members come in here, what we going to do? I'll give you a few seconds. What we gonna do? When they come up in here with this rhetoric, we gonna check them at the door and we gonna tell them, no, come up in here with this. Don't you act like you better than us. And since you want to do that, come on up in here. Sit down. Let me tell you about when you was down in your life. We got more than 3 times. Do we have to make you remember, like I say, just like that movie? Do you have to be re-envisioned? Do you have to be taken back to where you came from? No matter who you is, did you forget where you came from? Before you've turned into the person that you are with your own beliefs, that you are supposed to be. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't come up in here with that Scroogeness. Don't come up in here being a party pooper, a party blooper. Don't come up in here with that babery or that unsavory. Yeah, sometimes I'll throw a word up in there, but you know that I can break down the word unsavory. Something that's not good. I'd rather say unsavory than say the word that I want to say. You can read around the line. All right? But I'm just saying, it's a holiday. Be cheerful. Love one another. Have a good time. Respect each other. Enjoy what's going on. And you will have a very, very good celebration. And you will not be put on a do not invite list. And you can celebrate with your family however you want to do it, and your friends, your besties, your bros, and whatever you like to call them. But that is really number 3. And since we there, you don't like Christmas music. How dare you? How dare you? Don't come up in here while we in our holiday mood talking about you don't want to hear no Christmas music. We got it grooving. We got it moving. We got the holiday chill here. We got mistletoes. We got Christmas trees. We got eggnog. We got food. We got family. We got you and your family. We're going to have a good time tonight. Do not come up in here talking about you don't like Christmas music. You better get you some Christmas chill. Okay? Because Christmas music come in all forms. You ain't got to like the form that's playing. You forgot. Christmas music come in rock and roll. Christmas music come in rap. Christmas music comes in hip-hop. Christmas music comes in soul. Christmas music comes in opera. Christmas music comes in country. Christmas music comes in hard rock. Christmas music comes in meditation music. However you want your music, you can get you some joy. Stop focusing on the rhetoric. Just enjoy the feeling. Everybody happy. You trying to be the scientist and figure out why they happy. That's not what you need to be doing. Wait till everybody mad and figure out why they sad. That's what you do. But right now we having a good time. So let it go. Let it flow. Yeah. Why are you here? Why did you come? Like you got all type of stuff going on in your mind. Like, why are you here? Just keep it serious. Just tell me, why are you here? It ain't your business why certain people are here. Let them have a good time. Maybe everybody in here trying to break the alarms that they had. Maybe they're trying to break the unsavory relationships that they had. Maybe they're trying to condense it here. Don't you come up in here trying to turn people against each other, because it's always one. I don't care what a party, a holiday event, or the extravaganza. You could be at the job. You could be at the house. It's always one that's going to come through for no reason, talking about they don't like the next person right in here. All right? And let me tell you something. This is not a war zone. These are not your enemies. These are your family and friends. You need to give us this one day with every... All right. Number one. Let's just keep it real. You've been here too long. You've been here a week before the holiday. You've been here a week after the holiday. You've been here the New Year's Eve. It's almost March and you're just not leaving. Let me tell you something. An invitation does not mean this your destination. This is not an island. This is not a trip. This is not a city. We're going to need you to get your stuff together, get your clothes, and get ready to go home. Once again, we're going to need you to get your stuff together, get your clothes, and get ready to go home, because you've been here too long. Now, if you're listening to this and the holidays are just kicking off, okay, we understand that. But if you over there right now talking about the holiday and it's well before the holiday, you need to listen to this show. That way you don't be there too long after the holiday. All right? Now, these your family. These are your friends. One thing they're not going to do is tell you to leave because they're happy to see you. But don't you know that there is something called overburden your welcome? Don't over-welcome your welcome. Don't out-welcome your welcome. You can stay too long where people can get tired of looking at you. I'm just going to keep it real, okay? I know I'm doing a show, but sometimes I'm stuffed up. But let me just stuff up. People will get tired of looking at you. They do not want to see you every day. They're glad that you're here for that second, but you need to learn when to leave. You need to learn your exit, okay? Everybody had to go through this, all right? We all have been around too long, and people got to say stuff like, what time you leaving? When you start hearing stuff like that, or what you going to do today? Oh, you know I got a lot going on next week. That's your cue to get yourself together to get on, all right? What don't you realize? What don't you understand? I'll say it again. You need to realize or understand when you need to leave. Being in somebody's house a month, better, almost, okay if they invited you, but you know when you need to go. Some of y'all will stay till March if they don't say nothing. Some of y'all will stay. So we're not trying to put nobody up there like that. We just saying the number one reason that a lot of y'all don't get invited over for holiday, and even if you stay out of town, we respect that. But guess what? Don't you gotta go home? You keep telling us you from out of town. Okay. When you going back in town? You've been up here for 3 months. Well before Christmas, Christmas in the month after Christmas. It's going on Valentine's Day. When are you going to get it together? The number one reason people are irritated and do not invite people over to their house and over on the holiday is because people stay too long. And it's just simple as that. All right? And now, since we're going, we hit number one. But guess what? We got more. We got pet peeves. And we're going to hit you with them right now. First up, pet peeves. You're opening up gifts that ain't yours. See, I ain't put these in the first one, but they need to go here right now. You opening up gifts that ain't yours. You know who you are. Little old twiddle fingers. You're always coming up in somebody's house, tearing open that paperwork. Let that paper stay closed so these people can be excited. If you tell me that paper, I know what it is. I know you got me a computer because I can see the keys. Because you into the paper. I want to be surprised. Turn it over at least. Have the paper. Act like you didn't do it. You just opening up gifts at everybody's house. This is the number one reason, and this should have been number one, that you are not invited to the house on the holidays. You're opening up gifts. Ain't nobody going to say nothing, but they told me to put it out there with the pet peeve because the pet peeves go hard. So we got to put them up out there. Stop opening up these gifts if they don't belong to you. Do they say you? Not Y-O-U. Do they have your name? If they have your name, okay. Open up the gift. But if you don't got your name, don't open up the gift. Leave the gift where it's at. All right? Now, since we on pet peeves, next up, the number 2 biggest pet peeves. I don't care who you are, bros, sisters, co-workers, unks, fathers, bosses, you're drinking too much eggnog, okay? You don't know your limits. You're getting out of control. You know this is special eggnog, okay? You know this the eggnog your brother-in-law or whoever and hooked it up for the grown people. But for some reason, you ain't drunk all the eggnog and you keep drinking all the eggnog. You overindulge off the nog, now you're nodding. Let me tell you something. You can get overindulged off the eggnog. Don't abuse eggnog, all right? I know it tastes good. I know it's tasty. But listen, this is special eggnog, all right? You're getting too indulged off the eggnog. Now we got to handle you. We got to deal with you. And some of y'all even go so far at the Christmas event, holiday party, wherever you at, you get put out because you don't know how to control your eggnog, all right? Don't be over here off the eggnog nodding. Don't be off the eggnog out of control. Stay in your place. Know your eggnog limit, okay? Know your eggnog limit. And you wonder why they got your picture above the family threshold and it say 1 eggnog limit. Know your eggnog limit. All right? Next up, since we on pet peeves, we on number 3. You a party pooper. All right. Now, I ain't saying nothing if you want to sit down and relax, but sometimes you got to get up and dance. Sometimes you got to get up and smile. You a party pooper. Nobody wants a party pooper, a party gloomer, a party gooper at their party. You're dragging everybody down. You're dragging us down. We trying to stay up. Get on up off your feet, huh? Get on up off your feet. Don't make us come on over here and shake you on up. Not shake you up unsavory. But we just, family. We're going to get you on up and you're going to get on over here and dance. Get up. You that's listening, stop mugging everybody at the Christmas party. This is the one day that you need to be excited. This is one day that you know what your gift can be? Even if you don't bring a gift, your gift will be that such and such was enjoying themselves. Don't you know that the gift of a person enjoying themselves that don't enjoy themselves usually is the gift to another person? And I know what I'm talking about. A lot of times we work. A lot of times I work. One time I went to an event. They didn't know that I could have a good time. They didn't know that I get down like that. Yes, I do. I'm trying to tell you. I do. Music going. I'm moving, grooving. We getting it in. But I was a party pooper at first. That's why I could speak. I didn't want to go. They asked me to go. They almost made me go. They made me put my clothes on, but when I got there, I was the flyest thing you ever seen up in there. And I'm not just talking. I got witnesses. And I was swagged out. I was up on it. I was about that life. I was having a good time. That's how we do it. But what I'm saying is sometimes you got to get on up. Because we got witnesses. Sometimes life is down. So you get on up. You put that Christmas song on that don't like Christmas music. I dare you to listen to that Christmas song. You probably smile. Huh? You that ain't never had granny sweet potato pie, take a slice. You that's listening, maybe a lot of us, because I did it. You always saying something about pumpkin pie. Huh? I'm here to tell y'all, pumpkin pie is fire. Okay? And my people that's listening that like pumpkin pie gonna respect it. Pumpkin pie is fire. I'm telling you. Get you a slice. I used to say that stuff. I got me a slice of that pumpkin pie. Let me tell you, I'm up in the place I'm in the produce getting them pumpkin pies too, along with them sweet potatoes. All right? I get at least 2 pumpkin pies. You gotta have a pumpkin pie. Somebody want a pumpkin pie. I dare you listening to try pumpkin pie. And for my pumpkin pie creators, thank you. I appreciate you. I understand. I understand. What a pumpkin? Who gonna like? Let me tell you something. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie, pumpkin anything. I'm with it. Pumpkin is all good. For my pumpkin people, I got y'all. Listen. Y'all need to respect people that bring them pumpkin pies. And all I'm saying is take a slice. Try it. If you never had it, stop talking about it. I ain't talking about if you had it if you don't like it. I respect it. I understand. But if you never had it, try it. Have a good time this holiday. All right? Don't come up in and argue with you and your girlfriend. All right? Y'all better go to the separate room, straighten that out, and come back with some straightening. Don't come up in here arguing you and your girlfriend, your mate, your husband, whatever you got going on. Don't come up in here with that argue. All right? Don't be no party pooper. That's what we was. I ain't get off beat. I know we was. And let me tell you something. Party pooper, we got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, put on some good music. We got Sirius here. I got Alexas at the party. What you talking about? I even got Let me take that out. Don't be no party pooper. All right? It's a celebration. Next up, number 4. You're coming over here like Scrooge. You're bon humbug. You're angry. You're mad at everybody. You want to fight everybody. It ain't no enjoyment in you. You don't like Christmas. Why you didn't stay at home, Scrooge? But guess what? Like I told you before, we're going to take you back and tell you more than 3 reasons in your life when you needed us and we needed you. And you're going to get it together before you leave and have some holiday love. Don't worry about it, Scrooge. We got you. But that's one of the reasons that you guys not invited. At least try it. Try to come over on the holiday. We know you don't want to be here. Try to make amends with yourself. You have to forgive people in order to be forgiven. You want all the blessings in the world, but your life never changes until you forgive a person. But you want to be forgiven. Forgive people. You ain't got to deal with them. But come to the Christmas party and have a good time for yourself, because you ain't hurting nobody but yourself. If you ain't coming and you not uninvited, but you just not coming, what you doing? People looking for you. They want to see you. They haven't seen you. Oh, I ain't messing with everybody. Man, when you gonna mess with somebody? Right? Stop being Scrooge, because we're gonna get you where you need to be. Huh? Next up, another pet peeve. You want to cook the greens, you want to make the dressing, you want to prepare the turkey, but you're putting too much salt up in there. Some of y'all listening, and this is not from me, this is from people that I know. Well, some of them from life experiences. This is from people that I know, people that you know, the people at events that tell me about the food. It's too much salt in it. All right? Now, we know that you might like a little salt. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It'll spike them up. But everybody can't take that salt. Some people, you need to listen. They keep telling you they got high blood pressure, but they want some greens. They can't tell because the greens may have a different taste. They may not taste salty. But you know who you are. Stop putting all that salt in food. Salt does not make your food taste good. That means you're not doing the right thing if you have to overly salt it to make it where it needs to be. Take your time like Granny used to do. You put a pinch of salt. Do you know what a pinch is? It's barely nothing. You put a pinch of salt, that's about 20 grains. Count them out. 20 grains of salt is nothing. It disappears. A pinch. Not a fourth of cup. I love your greens. I love your dressing. When I go to the events and they cater food, I want to eat the chicken. I want to eat the drumstick. Sometimes I want to eat the seafood. Sometimes I might not even touch that. I might eat the vegetables. But for some reason, you keep sprinkling salt on everything. And when I say me, it's not just me. I'm speaking for all of my great people. You're putting too much salt on the effort. Huh? Slow down on the effort of the salt. Okay? Get some salt packets. Put them on the side. Keep it professional. There's a lot of ways you can do this. Remember, you can create that just like a professional level. Plates, little salt packets, spoons, forks. Get it together. Stop oversalting the food. All right. I had to put it out there because this stuff that I couldn't put it in the first part, but I got to get it out there because these are packets. Okay? Chill out. Don't compromise. All right. You complaining about your gift. All right? You are complaining about your gift. Okay? Why you complaining? Some people don't have a gift. Thank and appreciate that you got a gift. Once again, you're not the gift ambassador. You're not the gift ambassador receiver. We don't have to have a gift strictly catered to your thoughts and your conscience or something. We don't know what you want. We're not mind readers. We get something that we think you'll like. Now, if we get you a tie, you don't like the tie, don't act like you don't like the tie in our face. Now, don't hurt people's feelings. Put the tie on, smile it off. Just later on, like, yeah, I liked it, but it's all right. We'll know next time to get you a better tie. But don't mug your face up, grin, frown, and let us know you don't like the gift. And now that I'm on this, next up, some people got a problem with picking up gifts. Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on with you, but if your gift been sitting since last year and you got to bring a double gift because you didn't pick up your gift last year, you're going to be put on a no gift list because I got 4 gifts at my house. I'm starting to think that you don't like my gifts. Or you don't want me to go further with it. Huh? Pick up your gifts. All right? Because you're leaving your gift. The kids seeing them. They like computers. All right? I told you. They like hoverboards. They like skateboards. People buying you nice gifts and you're not getting them. Now that kid's birthday here. You wonder why your gift not there from last year. Because my son needed to do his homework for school. We didn't have a computer. I got you the computer. It's been 3 years. You still haven't picked it up. All right? I'm just saying, I don't do that to people, but you wonder why that type of situation could happen. I'm just saying that the situation happens. Get your gift. Because ain't nobody got time to spend time, money, and effort picking out a gift for you, and you ain't going to stay true to the gift-giving game, a.k.a. the gift-giving situation. You ain't going to accept your gift. You ain't going to love your gift. You just not going to act correct. I'm going to need you to get it together. All right? Pick up your gifts. Man, this don't make no sense. Now, final note. No matter if you're celebrating alone or you're celebrating with everybody like a champion, Merry Christmas to all of y'all. Happy holiday. I love all y'all. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. I want you guys to have a good holiday. I want you guys to practice some of the good things that we said throughout this show. And anything that you do or did or that you do, just try to correct it. We're not judging anybody. We're just saying sometimes if they're not inviting you to certain events, it could be a roller skating event. Maybe you dissing people that like roller skating. Maybe you said the wrong thing and didn't mean it. We all family. We all friends. Come together, one together. We want to get it together. Even if they invite you, at least pick up the phone and say, y'all throwing something? Well, is this something that I did? Well, if it ain't, come. But don't bring your scroogeness. Don't bring your attitude. Because it might be somebody that don't like you. It might be somebody you don't like. This is a celebration. Keep your problems away from here. But up in here today, this is Christmas holiday. Once again, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button, and I appreciate everybody tuning in to the 25 reasons that you might be included on the no invite holiday list. And once again, I want you to check out the channel because we always dropping shows and we're going to keep it going this year. Until the next show, we got a couple more to go for Christmas. This ain't nothing. This is part 1. We do have a part 2, and that one is hitting them hard. I want y'all to stay tuned. Bring everybody, granny and all. Thank you. Have a good day.